Hello and welcome back to another episode from the truly Bedrock server with me, Groover. Now today we are going to be doing some more work downstairs in the basement, and then maybe at some point I might do some storage stuff. It's very upsetting, such a mess. I'm kind of excited for these bundles that we saw coming over the weekend in the update 1.17 or something, because it might actually make me be better with my storage. Because this is horrific, I'm not going to lie, this is a mess. It's a horrible mess, but we're not doing that today. Today we're going to be down in the basement. So one of the main things that I want to replace in the basement is going to be the access routes. So at the moment I've got the scaffolding going up and down in one route. Ooh, hello, somebody's down there to say hello to me as soon as I come out. And I want to change these out for water funnels. So basically the water tube is going to be flush with the water above, so it's going to go straight up into the river. So it's going to be a little bit of a secret entrance, which I'm kind of excited by. Let's get ready for this person. Hello? Hello? Nobody here. It was a fake. It was a fake grumble. Anyway, this is what it's looking like. So I've been around and I've cleared out another layer of floor and I've lit everything up in the way that I wanted. Now I feel like I need a little bit more lighting down at the bottom here, so I'm probably going to go around and do that. Now one idea that came up was that this is obviously the Patrons Hall of Fame. Now the idea is going to be that every single patron will get to stand on a beacon. Okay? All of the patrons with the armor stands will get a beacon to sit underneath them. So that might just be like a beacon right there, and then the armor stand right on top. Well, in fact, no, it's not going to be right there, because what I want to do is I want to have it on like a little plinth. Let's do this properly. Do this properly, Groover. This is a proper thing to do today. We're going to have them on a little plinth. Like that. I say like that. It's going to be better than that. It's not going to be just jungle wood. And then we're going to have the actual armor stand stood here. Like that, on top of the plinth, with a sign on two sides. So we've got a sign on that side and a sign on that side. And that's going to help up lighting up the corners here. Now, there's actually, if I do 4 per pod, a potential of 4 per pod, then there's a potential for 100 beacons in here. Plus, of course, the ones in there. I don't have that many patrons at the moment, but there's space for it. And we did a little bit of maths, and we worked out that if I wanted to get 100 beacons, it would take me approximately 5 hours to kill them in the Wither Killer. Just one after the other, after the other, after the other. 5 hours flat. Which I'm not entirely keen by. So what we're going to do is, we're going to work out how many patrons we have at the time being. And as we add new ones, we're going to get a new Wither. And we're going to do that as part of like the process of doing this. So we're going to have a few withers to kill today to get this done. The main thing, number one thing that needs doing today is getting the floor done and placing out some of these beacons for the patrons. So in this middle one, we're only going to get 3 because of the access. But that's okay, that's fine. Anyway, I'm going to go away and have a little play with some ideas for some flooring and see what I think. Back in a mo. Right, and I'm back over at Jessie B's, and I need to drop some money with her because I've come to the conclusion that I'd like to use some of the sort of like the ocean monument tones and maybe a bit of warp stem. I don't know if anybody's selling the warp stem at the moment, but if they are, I want to find them. So I'm going to spend some money with Jessie. So what is this? 2 stacks, 1 diamond. Lovely. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 stacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. And then this one? No, I don't want any of that. I want the other stuff, the other good stuff. This stuff. Alright, how much is on that one? 1 diamond per stack. Okay, how much inventory slot space have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, that much. So 7 minus, right, so I've got around about 7. So if I just go like that, and then we go zoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfecto. Okay, so that's a couple of things which, diamond block for shulker. I don't see any shulkers. Anyway, that's a couple of things half sorted out. I feel like I'm going to be coming back here in a bit. But the next thing is a hunt for the warp stem. I'm kind of hoping that the All Store might have it. I'm hoping Zloy's got organised. So it may be time to go over there and have a look. Okay, so I think I'm quite happy with this. I think I'll only be really 100% happy with it when I see the entire thing. Because at the moment, I think the noise from the rest of the floor around there is kind of just throwing me off. I decided on the warp stem here, of course. I'm going to have to do something about that because apparently nobody's got any in stock at the moment. So I may have to build a farm to get myself the warp stem. Maybe 2 farms because I'm going to need to get the mushrooms as well. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of fun. That's not going to take too long. And the rest of this is just all slabbed out in a kind of intricate pattern. I think I need to work out what I'm going to do at the middle here though. Because at the moment I've got obviously my portal in the middle one. But the rest of these are not going to have that. So I'm going to have a little play with a few things around here. And see what we get. I am quite happy with this. I think this looks really quite nice. I think I'd like to switch this middle one out for a piece of warp stem. But as you can see, that is becoming the problem. Is the lack of warp stem around the place. Yeah, okay, that middle one just sets it off a little bit better. So anyway, this is where the patrons are going to stand on top of beacons right here. Let's see, so we've got a beacon right there, you can kind of see it. Gives you a bit of an idea. Now, I've got a pattern worked out. I haven't quite got all the resources. So I think the first thing that I'm going to have to do is work out how to get myself some warped stem and lots of it. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first things is, I've just made myself a really quick and simple fungus farm, which is going to produce me the mushrooms, which it has. So I've got a little bit over a stack of mushrooms there and all of this other junk that I don't want. So I think the next thing is I need to go off and build myself my warped stem farm. Which shouldn't take too long. It's just a little bit of an annoyance because it's going to be quite big. I say quite big. It's going to take up a bit of space. So yeah, I've got to find somewhere to put that out here. Anyway, let's go and do that. I'm not going to build it on camera because you guys have seen me build it before. So let's just do it. Right, time to test this thing and see how we go. I think I've got everything right. So come up here, switch that on. Get all of the bone meal coming out. Sort of position myself there-ish. Come on, grow. Off you go. 1. I'm going to have to do a lot of lighting up here. So I'm only going to grow 7 initially because I don't want that many. Now hopefully I haven't built it too close to anything that is going to get deleted. Say hopefully, maybe a bit late for that, I don't know. But anyway, we're onto a good track here. I'm going to take that away now because that means it's feeding into the piston tape properly. Doesn't look like there's too much of a problem. Right. I think I've got enough space for... Let me on. I think I've got space for another 12 before it will break. So, how about, instead of doing 12, I do 10. Yeah? And then I'll have some warped stem to break down, a couple of stacks worth. And then I can just come back and repeat, because I don't have my piston wall set up and I don't have a braking system set up. So, yeah, I think this is going to have to do for now. Anyway, let's get to it. Right, I've finally got the materials I need to start doing this, and I don't mind spending some money over in Jesse's shop to get all of the lovely prismarine things. I'm quite liking this. I think the green is a contrast to the white, but it's not so far away in tone. So I think it kind of works. I think it's all going to work really nicely. Right, so I guess I should just go ahead and actually get some flooring done. Right, and now on to some wither killing. Hopefully all this will go really, really well. Not have any problems. Just want to make sure that the wither's in the right place. Yeah, it's in the right place. Time to get out of the way. Come on, game, let me run. Run, 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 run. Right, and just need to repeat that a few more times. Okay, so it's time to place out my first few locations. Now, I think that we're going to go around... Whoops. I'll have to move that in a moment. I've got actually one too many beacons, which is not a big deal. It'll hopefully just save me a little bit of time later. Right, so we'll put that away. We'll pop it into there. Right. Armor stands. Okay, so I've gone ahead and placed out some of the armor stands with some armor on. I need to upgrade some of this armor, so I'm going to have to ask around, see if there's somebody who's got a ready supply of things from a villager. But anyway, we're going to start off over here. And we're going to start off with... Is it going to work like this? That'll work quite nicely. Mark O. Zeta. Thank you very much. I should do this a bit nicer. Let's do some of this. 5 of those. Mark O. Zeta. And then... There we go. Whoops. There we go. So, thank you very much, Mark, for your support. Then we're going to come around here and we're going to go to Elric. Whoops, wrong one. Next, we have got Japes GB. Oh, keep pressing all the wrong buttons here. There we go. Okay, after Japes, we have got Unlucky. Unlucky 1986. Oops, no, I need to do the things. Right, and then we've got one more over here. Sorry. Sorry, Creef. Right, there we go. So that is the 5 armor stand ones I need to do. Now, I think I've got another 4 which I need to do, which are just signs in the Hall of Fame. Now, I think the way that I'm going to do the signed ones is I'm going to have sort of maybe just 1 per pillar. So if I go there... Okay, I think that's nice. So, we'll go for a similar thing. Okay, so that's one for Cal Wants Pizza. Let's go here next, and we're going to go for Sumissimus. Do I do 2? I think I'll start off with... I can't do one there, of course. I'll start off with just doing the 2 in these directions, so that from the centre they're kind of facing outwards. But we'll see how that goes. Right, next up is a baited colt. And then finally for this round, we've got one for Jack's dad. Oops. Need to remember to do the things. Right, so there we go. I've only done half of this. I still need to place a cake into the cake hole for these guys and for these guys, but the cake hole is going to be built in a future episode. I'm not going to do that now. I really want to get this all finished. And then I can sign off on it and just know that, you know, I've done the things that I need to do. Look at this. This is looking nice. I think we're getting there. We are getting there now. So that is all that I've got time for today. Now, of course, if you do want to get yourself into the Patrons Hall of Fame down here with your own armor stand, your own sign and all that kind of stuff, you need to head over to my Patreon and have a look at what tier you might want to support me at. There's a link down in the description if you do want to do that. There's no pressure, of course. This is just a nice little thing and it helps me keep making the content that I love making for you guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to stick out for the next one where I'm going to be doing the walls. And of course, if you did like this episode, please do leave a like, and if you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye!